Where do I put Pantoja? Probably equal. I'll put him slightly below. I'm gonna put him below Bam Bam because, to be honest, as he's been champion, he's been a little bit less violent, a little bit point heavy, little decision machine here. So I'm docking points for that. But as a whole, on the come up, this guy was one of the most violent, flyweights we had. But we got a new person for the most violent. Of course, that's gonna be Pereira. Pereira has a good chance of beating the most violent guy on this list. I'm not gonna lie. He has a good argument to be in there. But I haven't fully decided if he's gonna be the most violent just yet. Let's keep moving down. We gotta put Charles Oliveira as one of the most violent guys in this tier list, The nasty knees he was landing on Poirier with a tie clinch. Every fight, just a violent fight, He makes it dirty. He can do it on the ground and on the feet. One of the most violent guys we have on this list. Let's go down. Rogelio. Rogelio is also one of these very violent fighters. Very rarely do we see him going point heavy, trying to get a decision. It always ends viciously. We saw what he did with Jared Cannonier. R.I.P. my boy Jared Cannonier. I think we put him... I'm trying not to think of the size, I'm trying to keep it all relatively the same, but I might have to put Rogelio over Moreno. But that might also just be me thinking, Moreno is a little flyweight compared to this guy. But we're keeping it here for now. Let's go down. Cyril Gane. I don't think he's all that violent, to be honest. I mean, he's violent when it comes to the back of the head shots. We'll put him at the top of violence, To be honest, I don't see a lot of people going in this not very violent category. There's going to be a few, but I don't think there's going to be a lot. Let me see if I can quickly find someone to put there. To be honest, I don't see many to put in that not very... You know what? Do I put Strickland at not very violent? I think I put Strickland at not very violent. If we're talking about press conference leading up version of Strickland, he's the most violent, but in the fight, he's very point heavy. He's just the complete opposite of the talking he does in the octagon. So he's not very violent, in my opinion. There's an argument to be made. These boys get switched around, but I'll keep it here just for now. Maybe towards the end, we'll do some fine tuning, but right now, that's where it's going. And just for right now, because I see him right here, Ilia Topuria, I don't know who to put. So I'm going to keep these two here to the very end, and then I'll make up my mind. Because I haven't made up my mind yet. It's a very tough thing to pick. I don't know right now. So we're keeping these two here. Let's keep moving down. Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen's a pretty violent dude. Okay, I think we put him over Pantoja. I think we drop Pantoja just to the violent category, to be honest. Tai Tuivasa arguably could go just violent. I'll keep him very violent for right now. I'm lying.